Hello, everybody. Hello. Today is Monday. I like to call it Movement Monday, but this is Rhonda Young, also known as TC, and I want you all to come on into my world. And so today is a special day because it's World Health 2025. Today is April 7th, and this is a day that every year the world actually brings awareness to the importance of what we should do according to helping us to live a healthy lifestyle. So that's what I'm here, just to share with you what I do and to share with you how I do it, and I do it consistently. So first of all, I want to give a disclaimer, because if I tell you about anything that a product does or what is done for my body, know that these products are not intended to treat, heal, cure, prevent, or diagnose any disease. It's just that what I have been giving my body consistently for a great length of time, it has actually helped. And forgive my shirt if it's backwards, because I'm still trying to figure out if it's backwards, the new way of how to reverse these letters. So that's my other disclaimer. But guess what? It's live, so you know what it is. You get what you get when it's live. So anyway, today when I was reading about World Health 2025, and they were talking about a few things that I always do, and I try to do it, and I try to do it consistently. I have these special little reminders that help me, which is like I always talk about my little cup, because I put my little stuff together at nighttime and it's ready for me in the morning. And then one of the other things that has helped me, because I don't know how many of you all don't like drinking water, but that is definitely me. I have a hard time drinking water. And so I have the cup that actually has the times. And so I try to stay on point with that and see if I could finish it and then repeat it again, And then I have one other thing that I always do. Out of everything that I do, y'all, if I don't forget to do this, I could tell the difference. That's just me. And that's when I always tell people that something is good when you actually consistently use it, and then maybe you stop or something, and then you feel a little different. So people used to always ask me, they say, do I have to do that always? I was like, aren't you eating? Because that's exactly what we do, is we teach people how to supplement. And so this is a game changer. I don't go a day without my Factor 4. So if you want to know more information, just DM me. But today what I want to talk about, because it's World Health 2025, I don't care what you're eating. I don't care what you supplement with. I don't care how good you're doing it. There's one thing that the doctors have always told people, that many times diseases start right there in the gut. So you've got to take care of the gut. So there are several things that I've been doing for years, like, little things that will help with far as cardio. You see this right here? This is called the Step Aside Machine TM by Antonita. That's what I do to help my cardio, to help keep things going. Now, I will have to say that I had to take a break because I had a injury done to my shoulder. And so now my exercise with that is not as strenuous, but as time go on, it will get better. And I'm excited because, once again, when I take care of my body, I feel better. And so that's one reason why I like coming into you all's world and bringing you into my world, because it helps each and every one of us. So anyway, real quick, talking about the gut. Like I said, the foods that you're consuming, the supplements you're consuming, if the gut is not properly taken care of and balanced, then a lot of times you're wasting your money. You're not getting the full effect that you could be getting. So I think that's important. So I'm going to show you all what I do real quick, because I don't want to be before you very long. But this right here These are some little capsules. Now, I know you all see my shirt, and let me clear something up with people. When you see anything that talks about plants over pills, let me clear this up. What this is sometime or many times or all the time, we got to get to the root of the problem. Not put a Band-Aid over it and you know, think you're curing something. But a lot of times there are different things that you could take opposed to a pharmaceutical drug. Because back in the days, especially, pharmaceutical drugs had fillers, binders, and they weren't going through your body like they should. But when you see me sometime and I have a capsule, capsules are in the form of a capsule for a reason. Now, when I talk about this probiotic gut support that's in a capsule, it's because it needs to be in a capsule. It needs to have a delayed release. It needs to take its time going through your gut. That's why it's like that. Then sometime you will see some capsules that you can actually open up. Some people like to take it down their throat. Some people like to put things in their drinks or whatever. But you got to always remember, read every instruction, because this right here is in a capsule form for a reason. So it will tell you, do not open it because it needs to go through your system. Now, my other favorite capsule is in a capsule for a reason. A lot of people will say, well, plants over pills. No, that means try if you can, because medicine has its place. And I don't tell anybody not to stop taking their medicine. It's just that I was able to avoid getting on some different pills because of what I did was just changing my lifestyle. Am I where I want to be? No, nowhere. We are not perfect. We so far from perfect, y'all. Y'all will be like, you don't eat healthy. But this is why I supplement, because supplement means in addition to. It means in addition to the foods that you're eating. So because I know I'm not perfect, for the last 25 years, I have supplemented. Now, the other one that I like to talk about, this form of a capsule, because it actually has oil inside, which is your essential fatty acids. So it's in the form of a capsule for a reason, but it dissolves right in the water, okay? Or so you know it dissolves right in your stomach. So this is my favorite, y'all. This right here is a game changer. I would never go without this. Factor 4. But let's get into this gut health, and let me show you what I do real quick. So now, I do have my super greens that I consume on a regular basis. There is a difference in different products. So like I said, when I tell you something about what I consume, if you go out there and get something different, I can't say it's going to work for you. But because I like to help my digestive system with these two things, I'm going to show you what I'm about to do. Now, this probiotic gut support that I showed you first, take these throughout the day, 2 of them throughout the day, real simple. But it contains 60 billion CFU of 10-strain probiotics. So your probiotics and your prebiotics are, you know, needed for your body, for the inside of your gut. As well, it has 9 digestive enzymes. So with that, I'm going to read, so I won't leave anything out. It says a healthy gut can mean a difference between feeling energized and vibrant or sluggish. Because when we got this stuff down in us, y'all, it's just steadily, what they say, it's contaminating the gut. And so it can make you feel uncomfortable throughout the day. So you protect your entire digestive system with the highest quality probiotics, prebiotics, and digestive enzymes that I'm telling you about, which is Live Good. Now, I'm excited because why do I stick with what I stick with? Because number one, it's helping me, but the most important thing, it is so much more affordable. There are some good products out there. I'm telling you now, there's good products out there. I've consumed them, and they're good. But many times people fall off because they can't afford it. Well, these are things that you can't afford not to have or not to consume in your body. So back to this, I take a couple of capsules a day, but I'm bringing you into my super green world for a minute. Now, there's a lot of people, hey Deborah, there's a lot of people that don't like dairy products. It has benefits, and then some people, you know, once again, it's now, how can I say this? A lot of people don't like dairy products, but I like to do my super greens with my yogurt. Sometimes, like my buddy hubby, he likes to take his in water. He also likes to put it on his salads. He also likes to put it in his oatmeal. I don't like it in my oatmeal. And really, truthfully told, I used to have it in my salad, but I really don't care too much with my salad. But there's all kind of ways that people use it. I like it in applesauce, but I kind of stay away from the applesauce because of the sugar. But I like it in the applesauce, but my favorite is the yogurt. So my favorite is also peach yogurt. So I just open it up. Let me see. And Brahms is my favorite. If you have a Brahms in your community, I just love Brahms yogurt. So the super greens that I use, it gives you the immune protection that your body needs. Energy and recovery. See, I'm in recovery mode right now, guys. Not so much because of the injury that I received, but also from the injury, I've been still for a while. So when you're still and you're not moving about, you're just not, your organs are just like at a standstill. So I need that for that stress support. That's why I got my music back there. By the way, Facebook or any other social media, I do not own the rights to this music, but music for me helps me to just relax, and I'm always playing music around my house, and I'm just enjoying life, okay? Despite of what I've just been through, the body it can heal itself if you give it the right supplements. So the last says digestive health. Now I'm not gonna read what's all in here. You get your own and you can read your own canister. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I will show you real quick that it's like that. I should have fixed him one. But anyway, right now I'm on here. He back there doing some maneuvering around something. But anyway, I like to put it in my yogurt. Now what I do is, because I use a whole scooper, I will only put a half a scooper in there, and then I will stir it because it becomes a lot to stir. So to make sure that I get all of my super greens, y'all, this is what I do every day or every other day. I'll say every other day with my yogurt, because I don't want to get too much dairy either, but it gives me the acquired taste that the super greens has. And then I come back and I get the second one, and then I put the other half. So you see how simple that is, and it's not too much. It will mix perfectly to me. So take care of the gut so the gut can take care of you. Do your own research. Don't take my word for it. But doctors are telling y'all. They're telling you to take care of the guts, and they're also telling you to get rid of that inflammation in the body, because inflammation is wreaking havoc over people's lives. And I know, because I've dealt with it in the past, but I love it. So good, so good. But you know what? I am going to read some of the stuff on here real quick. I'm going to read what it says. A safety net for your health. Eating organic, fresh cut, clean fruits and vegetables keeps our blood pressure normal, our gut functioning as intended, and our brain getting all the nutrient it needs to carry out those important tasks. I'm telling y'all, I am 67, going on 68, and I'm telling you, I want to be able to think. I want to give my body what it needs so my body will be able to address its own health challenges. And just like the World Health 2025 brought awareness to fitness, Y'all, I'm the one. My buddy hubby loves to exercise. I'm the one that he has to drag out. Oh, we could do it tomorrow. Oh, we could do it tomorrow. Let me be transparent with y'all. I ain't got it together, y'all. But because I have been consuming things for the last I started in 2005. And because I've been doing different things since then, of course, I have not acquired many of the problems that some people have. Now, let me tell you something else. I question my doctor. My doctor think I'm crazy. Because I'm going to ask them, well, if you go to put me on something, do you have a plan to get me off? No, they don't have a plan. But what I learned from my mother back in the day, she said, TC, try not to get on medication if you don't have to. She says because one thing breaks down the other. Now, like I said, I'm not bashing it. I've had to take, anytime you get hit by a car and I got a femur in my leg and screws, oh, baby, I had to take some medication. But the thing was, I had to do my research and find out what my body needed so that it could repair itself. And one of the things that I learned from the injuries that I have encountered, especially with the joints, glucosamine and chondroitin. And so that's what I do. I get to the root of the problem. So when I ask my doctor, do you have a plan to get me off the medication? And they just kind of smile. But when I go back and I tell them that, oh, glucosamine and chondroitin, I've had a few doctors that did not know what I was talking about. But recently, I had a doctor that told me, he said, oh, you know about glucosamine and chondroitin? I said, I sure do. I said, because I got hit by a car. I got a rod in my leg. I got screws and nuts and all of that stuff. That was like 2005. I took my mind back to what did I do in 2005? And when I realized what I was doing, I went back to what I was doing. So anyway, we talking about the gut today. See, I get all off into a different subject and I'll be on here for an hour and I don't want to do that. But anyway, I'm just going to say what I leave out. Without them, all kinds of health issues can happen, including upset stomach, weakened immune system, lack of energy. A lot of people go through that. I don't want a lack of energy, y'all. I don't. I want to be able to keep up with my grandkids, okay? Depression and even weight gain. I definitely don't want the weight gain. I gained 10 pounds since my accident, and I'm about to get those 10 pounds back off, okay? Let's see. So basically, Super Greens is like a safety net for your health by filling in the nutrient gaps that our diets are not providing us. Let me tell y'all something. I was thinking about in 2005, I would say about 2012. Okay, so I was consistently doing presentations with different organizations. And one thing that I used to always ask people, I would ask them, do you know how many servings of vegetables that you need daily? And guess what? Most people wouldn't even know how many servings they needed. And so I would tell them, I say, you know what? When my mother was coming up, she used to tell me they needed 3 servings, right? 3. By the time I came, was a child, we needed 5 to 7 servings of vegetables. By the time my children came along and I was doing presentations, we needed 9 to 11. Lately, I was seeing a number, according to, this is research, we needed 11 to 13 servings of vegetables. Now, how many of us is getting that? No, you're not getting it. And you're not going to ever get it, because if you take 11, 13 servings, you will be on the toilet and you wouldn't be able to go nowhere. So this is reason why we supplement with things like this. The other thing is, so many people are on the go. I remember in 2020, I was more laid back, you know, it was like I wasn't as busy. But many people are so busy, they don't have time to go get those vegetables, chop them up and all that, and then you have to use them right away. So that's really important, because it has happened to me that I have thrown away fresh vegetables. Now, I do have them in my refrigerator, and my freezer, but I like this on the go because what I do is, this is my cup, y'all. This is my cup with everything I need. These are my little supplements, but in the bottom of it, I put my greens. And then I'm not talking about reds today. I put my reds. So I have 1 daily serving of my super greens, 1 daily servings of my super reds. Now that's my heart health. That's a whole nother video, okay? And then I have my cup. So I'm good to go. I pack this up at nighttime. And then also my cup has a little jingy, I call it a little jingy, because when I put my little super reds in there or super greens or whatever I want to use, if it's the, sometimes I do my protein and I shake it up. But this is my goal because I'm too busy, y'all. I'm too busy. And I'm just now getting back to feeling like myself again. I'm excited about that. It's a journey still with this. This right here is my, I showed you all this before. Now back in the days, I used to do a lot of stepping. But the reason why you see the chair is I'm sitting down like this, and I'm doing my arm like this, and I'm doing it rather slow. More so than what I used to do. See? Let me know if you all want one of these too. My girl Antonita, this is her step-aside machine. So I do it a little slower because, hey Rowetta, I do it a little slower because of the torn tendons. It took months for this to start to feel better, but that's okay. I'm still here. That's what's important. So I fixed up, I was just sharing where I fixed my super greens, and I put mine in some yogurt. I put it in some peach. Hey, Royetta, I might see you on Friday, but I'm just going to come through probably to see what you got. These are paparazzi too. They're plants. But just to see what you all have. We're not quite ready to bend anymore. It'll be a minute when we start bending again. But I want to come on here and just show you all what I do. Like I say, you got to nourish to flourish. You got to drink enough water. I'm bad with that. You got to get your greens in. That's your digestive health. That's your gut health. Thank you, Roella. And I do my prebiotics and my probiotics. And y'all, I've been doing all this stuff since 2005, okay? Oh, this is something important. Oh, y'all, I was doing some research because I had nothing but time. These are my D3. These are not your regular D3s. And I say that because it has K2 in it. But I learned something because I was going over Black Girl Vitamins. Now, I'm never married to a company. I'm going to tell you all that. But when I find good products, I stick with it. So I was going over Black Girl Vitamins, and I'm not going to lie, I was checking something out because I have always remembered about us being as, well, those that's looking at this African American. We need a different, not going to say a strain, maybe a different amount of D3, vitamin D. I'm going to say vitamin D. And vitamin D is different from D3. Do your research. It's not the same. It's a form of it, but it's not the same. So being of melanated skin, we don't absorb the sunlight as others do. That's why others are sometimes sitting on the beach trying to get a tan. But it's two things that we should do. We should know what type of vitamin D that we are consuming in our body because of our our brownness. You know, we come in all different kind of shades. And then we should use sunscreen. See, I used to think that we didn't need sunscreen, but we do. And you just get well, I like the Black Girl vitamin. They had the sunscreen. So they also had a vitamin D that's according to our melatonin in our skin. So that's important. But I do this, I take one regularly. And then once I finish, I'm gonna try theirs. Besides that, I will give them a shout out, because if I like what I like I said, I'm not married to a company, but I am. This is my main company that I deal with. But I will give a shout out to them because I like what they're doing for the sisters. Okay? What else? Something else. Oh, sea moss. Everybody started talking about sea moss, right? This tripped me out too, y'all. So, yeah, I do your research, something new on the market, but it's been tested. And understand no vitamins are, the FDA does not approve multi-level vitamins or anything. What the FDA does approve is the manufacturing of them. So Shilajit is something really new. I've been using it for about the last year, but since then we've actually came up with the organic sea moss. So back to that sea moss, I've been doing sea vegetables since 2025. And so what I recently incorporated with my guests, this is my guests that come over to my house because I have a cafe in here and I offer all kind of beverages, and they're healthy beverages. I have an organic coffee, of course, but also I have just incorporated my sea vegetable. And the reason why, because y'all, the people think they drinking wine, baby. They be like, oh, this is so good. That's what I've been drinking since 2025. So I incorporated that with some pretty glasses. So when they come and listen to music, and anybody that I know is welcome over, because we love to have company. But yeah, sea moss, y'all, I've been doing that since 2020. I always, you know, time is really moving. This is 2025, so since 2005. But I'm gonna get on out of here, y'all, because I got stuff to do. But I just want to come and share with you exactly what I'm doing before I get ready to take my walk. Walking is a part of the encouragement that the World Health Day, you know, they talked about the water, the walking, the sunlight, the supplements rather. And y'all, keep the stuff, your eyes are your eye gate, your ears are your ear gate. And then between these two, that is what sometimes things come out of your mouth. So I'm saying that now because we're living in a climate where there are angry people, and they have every right to be angry. But having a peace of mind comes with my health. I can't do drama. I don't do drama. And like I said, having a healthy mind and thoughts and being surrounding yourself around positive people, that's part of y'all health, okay? So anyway, I'm going to get on out of here. This is Rhonda Young, also known as TC. I want to encourage you all. Today is Movement Monday. Move something for at least 30 minutes a day. But our world health and wellness and all of that is every day. So if we start doing something on Monday, most of the time you may continue it the rest of the week. If you start doing something the first of the month, a lot of times you will continue it the rest of the month. They say it takes 90 days to develop a habit. And so by continuously doing these things And I get on people all the time. They'll tell me, I didn't feel something. You wasn't supposed to feel nothing. Just know that when you give your body what it needs, it's doing something on the inside, y'all. So come on this day, pick one thing that you just focus on. Pick that one thing and maybe drink an extra glass of water today. Maybe when you park, like I have a handicap parking sticker. And I have it because of getting hit by the car years ago. So it's a permanent one, right? But sometimes I will park further away just so that I can walk. Take those things into consideration. Then start small with your supplements. Maybe you can start, I say, with the greens, but I really say start with the reds, because this right here is your vegetables, your red vegetables. This is your heart health, and the green is your gut health. So here I am, y'all. I'm just sharing what I do every day, bringing you into my world, minus the buddy hubby. I'm going to get on out of here, but I'm going to leave you with one thing. Y'all remember, life is too fragile not to enjoy. So y'all better go on out there today and enjoy today on purpose. And I will see you on my next video. Peace.